All right, so first step is you want to take off the seat. So the seat comes off with these two bolts right here. Make sure you save the washers and put them to the side. And then there's a cover here that covers the servo area. And same thing, it has two bolts. These don't have washers, so just two bolts here and put them to the side and take that cover off, put it to the side. Next, we're gonna have to disconnect this servo right here. And we're gonna have to take out that bolt right there. Now the bolt's removed, and you want to make sure you take it out and you hold that washer that sticks on it. And once it comes out, put it to the side. Okay, you want to disconnect this plug right here from the servo, the wiring harness. Just press down on that right there, and then pull it apart from here. You want to take this bolt out right here. It's right next to the rear set. And then disconnect it, pull it down, and there's your servo, and we want to get that undone right there. Okay, now that's dropped down. You're gonna have to angle it a little bit because this gets caught right on the ledge right there. So just angle this part forward of the front end of the bike, angle it up, and then just point it down and go down, and it pops right off. All right, so now that this servo's dropped down and the wiring harness is disconnected, we're gonna wanna take this one out and then the clamp underneath down out. So we're gonna take this one out now. All right, that's out. You wanna make sure you hold on to the nut that's in the back along with the bolt and the washer that comes on it. So it's bolt, washer, and nut on the back, and then just put it to the side. Next, you wanna go under the bike and get this clamp out right here. You want to disconnect that clamp. And this one's a 12mm bolt. All right, so now that clamp is disconnected down low and that bolt is out, you want to come over here and take this nut and back it all the way off, all the way to the back of these threads, because it's super tight as of right now. So you want to back that off to give it some slack, and then it comes right off. So that nut is backed all the way off, along with this neck right here. Back it all the way back. And you just want to pop that slack, pop it right out. And for the other one, it's in. You just want to pop it out, roll it off, like so. Now you have it disconnected. Now this piece is loose, it just slides right off. Now that you're all disconnected, I already started, but you want to start pulling back on the exhaust. You could grab it here and grab it down low and just wiggle it off because it's still in that part right there. So you just have to wiggle it off and it'll pop right off. There it is. It's popped off. Now you just want to work your cables down. So you're gonna wiggle this while working your cables down through there. There you are. Now you want to finish pulling these out. The cables are worked out. Now the exhaust is completely loose. All we have to do is take it right here, pull it right off. There you are. There's the stock exhaust. Now what you can do is you could take the servo and just put it back on the wiring harness just in case so it doesn't spit out any codes, and it still recognizes that there's a servo on there. There it is, connected again. I believe they do make an eliminator, so I might get that. Yeah, there you go. Just put it back together and then obviously bolt it back down, but we're gonna finish doing everything else first. That's what it looks like with the exhaust off. There's the stock exhaust, and we got the Yoshimura going on. Here's the beautiful Yoshimura exhaust with the carbon tip. This thing's absolutely beautiful. When you guys unbox it, you want to make sure you have this tag on it right here, this quality control, and you want to make sure it passed. If it doesn't have this tag on it, you probably have a fake, or it probably didn't pass and somehow it got through the cracks. So make sure this passed, so you know all your parameters on your Yoshimura is good, because they do test the pipe before they install it, and they actually design their exhaust around the bike. That's why I like Yoshimura so much. And of course, once you get full headers, which this one will get full Akrapovic headers, you're going to want to get a tune, so that way you can adjust for the full headers going straight through along with the slip-on. So yeah, we're probably going to run Akrapovic headers, probably stainless steel, and the Yoshimura slip-on in the near future. But yeah, for now, it's getting the slip-on, no tune. It'll get the Akrapovic full headers with the slip-on and the tune. All right, so in the box, you should have this kit. It'll come with a clamp, a spring, a puller for that spring, the baffle. This could pretty much go in the garbage right now. And then your stickers with your manual. All right, now you're gonna wanna take your spring from the kit and put it on right here and right here using the puller. There it is on. Start from here and pull to the wider section, otherwise you're gonna have a hard time pulling from. You could start it here, it's gonna be super easy, but then getting in the hole, it's gonna be a little bit harder. So start from here and then work your way that way. There it is. All right, so now that the slip-on has the spring on it, we're gonna get the clamp on right here. What you wanna do is unscrew the threads all the way to the back, and then just engage the threads, just a few threads right there. Otherwise it's gonna be way too tight and you won't have any room to move it around. Now we're just gonna slip this slip-on onto this pipe right here. Make sure that you have this bolt pointing downward so you can tighten it. Okay, so you wanna start it at an angle right here. Make sure not to scratch this part right against here. Start at an angle and just wiggle it in right here. Just wiggle it in, and again, keep that clamp loose so you can move it around. Yeah, wiggle it in and it'll slide right on right there. All right, now that that's on, that looks really, really good. Now that that's on, you want to grab the old hardware that we used earlier to take off the stock exhaust, and you want to run it right through. Make sure you have that washer and go through, and then on the other side, put the nut. All right, so it's best to push in with the Allen key and get those threads poking out the other side, and then take a pair of needle noses with that nut and just slide it right down there and twist it in, so you have an easy time getting your hands in there. Now that that's on there, you want to leave it a little loose, so we can still make sure that this is engaged all the way with the clamp. So leave it a little loose, and then now work your clamp. All right, so now that you're down here, like I said, you want to make sure you leave this nut or this bolt up here loose, because when you come down here, there will be a little bit of a gap. So all you want to do is push on the exhaust, wiggle it in, and make sure you don't have that gap. If you have a gap here, you want to make sure you work it in so it sits against it nice and tight. So I'm working it a little bit more. Point this clamp with the bolt side down, and then tighten it. But you want to make sure that sits flush. All right, to tighten the bolt, it's a 10mm socket. All right, so now that that bolt is tightened, we moved it up a little bit and then we tightened it down. Now you can go ahead and tighten this down. All right, now that everything's on, we can go ahead, close that up, put the servo back in, screw it in, put all the bolts in, put the seat back on, and we'll give you guys a cold start. All right, so we got everything put back together, everything tightened, put the servo back in, put the cover back in. Remember, these are the ones without the washers. And yeah, before I put the seat on, I just want to make sure everything's running good, make sure the servo's not giving me any problems. Yeah, this thing is looking great. I mean, look at it. It looks fantastic. Yeah, Yoshimura just always kills it with their pipes. It almost looks like a shark fin coming out the back. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And it completely matches the bike too. The red and the black. All right, let's do a cold start. This thing is sounding absolutely amazing. I can't wait to get the full headers on it. But yeah, even with even with the slip on, it sounds sweet. It looks so good too. Yeah, there you go. There you go, guys. There's the install and the before and after. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And I'll see you guys in the next one.